Look at the kitties being all cute together. Aww, they're so cute. Hi guys, it's Crystal, and today we're going to do this cute, subtle gradient flower look. I'm starting off here with my base coat. I'm not using a peel off today. I'm using my Seche Vite Crystal Clear base coat because I'm going to use vinyls over this and I don't want to risk pulling off the nail. I have a really bad habit of doing that with the peel off base coat, so I'm just being a little careful. Next, I'm going in with one layer of Little Black Dress from Glisten Glow. This is a one coat black polish. It's a beautiful cream. This is the very last of this bottle though, and I have a new bottle I have yet to open. So I was having a little trouble getting enough of my brush until I tilted the bottle sideways because I didn't want to open the new one. I had a little bit left. Once that's on, I'm throwing on a layer of HK Girl top coat. This is my go-to top coat. I love it. And I do this before I use vinyls or before I stamp because if I make a mistake, I can easily clean it off without having to redo my base color, gradients, anything else. Next, we're going to go in with some Simply Peel. I'm just using this because sometimes when I sponge on a gradient, I kind of make a mess. And this will help. I like to put this down before I put on my vinyls, but some people like to wait and they stick the vinyls on first and then they'll dab the Simply Peel between the layers or between the image. But I prefer to stick it down first and then stick the vinyl to it because it usually helps my vinyl stick down. I'm using these beautiful flower vinyls from What's Up Nails and just sticking them to the nail. These also stick better for me usually to a layer of top coat than they do to polish, just because some polish finishes they stick a little tackier and the vinyl will rip later, and I don't want that, so I avoid that at all costs. And here you see I've just got it all stuck down. And then I'm going to go in with two colors for the gradient. For this gradient, I am using Where Brooklyn At. This was a Road to Polish Con Polish, and A Raisin to Believe, both from Glisten Glow. I am going to put Where Brooklyn At right in the middle of my sponge, and then border it on either side with A Raisin to Believe to give this a really subtle gradient look that it'll pick up on the light and it'll be beautiful. These are both linear hollows, so they are really gorgeous, and it does take 2 layers of dabbing. And you see here, I'm just dabbing it on. I'm going back and forth a little bit to really kind of blend the colors, because I do want a subtle gradient. I didn't want a big one that stood out a lot. I wanted something that was just a little darker, a little lighter, just really pretty. And then I'm going in here with the second coat, just dabbing it on. Dab, 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 dab. I never know what to say when I'm dabbing things or doing something that doesn't really need explained, so I'm filling in with sound effects this time. Once that's on, I'm not letting it dry. Usual routine with vinyls. I'm peeling them up. What I did here was I stuck my tweezers up under there and pulled off part of the Simply Peel with the last of the vinyl and then peeled it off as well. Then I'm going to go in and take my number 2 cleanup brush from Twinkle Tea. This is a beautiful brush and it's my go-to for cleanup around the edges and cuticles. And I'm just going to clean it up a little. As you can see, some of it leaked under the vinyl when I was sponging. I was trying to go really hard to kind of get it in the edges so that the image looks sharp and pretty, which it does. It's beautiful. You can see that subtle little gradient with the little lighter part in the middle and the darker parts around the edge and how beautiful they are. And they're perfect little beautiful flowers. But we're not done with the flowers yet. We've got a little something else to add to them just to make them look just extra beautiful. I just had to clean up a little first. On a post-it note, I am going to put a drop of silver. This is a go-to silver I have called My Signature is DC from OPI. This was part of a collection 2 summers ago, and I only picked up this color and I use it as my go-to silver all the time. I'm also just using a medium-sized dotting tool, and I'm going to go in here and gently put dots in the middle of all of the flowers. Now, you determine the size of the dots by how much pressure you put. If you pick up more polish and place down a little harder on the nail, you're going to get a larger dot. But as you see here, I'm going in gently on the smaller ones and using the exact same dotting tool and getting smaller dots. It's all about pressure. If you're worried about whether or not you're going to mess it up, practice on a piece of paper first and then go in with your dotting tool, or throw down some vinyls on a mat and test out the design on a mat and go in with your dotting tool. Don't worry about it being absolutely flawless right away. Take time to practice if you're worried about ruining the mani. Definitely, because you don't want to stick dots on it and have them ooze out over the edge of the flowers. But you can see they're beautiful and they've got their little dots. Then I'm going to go in with one more layer of HK Girl top coat. Like I said earlier, this is my go-to for manis. I have worn a mani for 9 days and it not chipped with this, which actually I did recently during PolishCon. So I can attest to the fact that it is really good at not chipping. And you wrap the tip and then you're done and you have beautiful flower nails with a little hint of a gradient hiding in there, and it's beautiful and gorgeous. And you can see here on the close-up, those dots just pop out and make it sparkle. I thought about using black, but I like the silver better. As usual though, thanks for watching. If you like this, give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more fun stuff in the future. Oh, look at that macro. I was just gonna do an outro, but the macro is so pretty. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.